What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be making a review video of some of the items that I bought from Seasucker. So I'm going to open them up and show you what I got. First box here, this is the RotopaX tank mount. Comes with two 6-inch Seasuckers. All right, so this is going to mount right to the glass. And what this is for mounting gas tank, water jug, so more overlanding activities. So we're gonna put this on the trailer. I'm gonna open up the gas tanks now, show you what those look like. I got two of these. Those are huge. So these are 2 gallon. All right. Off the side, and they came with the mounting hardware. These are the DLX pack mounts. All right, so I got 2 of these as well. I'll show you these. So these are the DLX pack mounts. Okay, came with the plate to mount it to the RotopaX tank mount. Comes with all the hardware. I went with the DLX because it has these little indentations in it here. If the camera's picking that up. So when you lock it, they will actually firmly lock in place. That way you don't have to worry about vibrations and them coming loose. So let's get it all mounted up and see how it looks. All right, so I'm gonna do this one tank mount at a time. I'm gonna show you how easy this is to install. I did not read any instructions. It's pretty self-explanatory. The RotopaX tank mount comes with 2 screws. That is for the 2 Seasuckers and an Allen key. What's really nice is they actually included a replacement plunger in case they go bad, which is really nice. So, 2 screws. Put this one. So it has these arrows. I'll have to look and see what those mean, but I'm assuming that means towards the outside. So I want the plungers on the outside, and they actually have these little holes there and these little pieces that stick out so they mount right together. So they fit right in there. Put a screw in there. I need my Allen key. So they give you a little Allen key. And the Allen key that they give you is too big. Well, that's odd. An Allen key don't even fit. All right, give me a second. Huh. Oh, that's odd. It gave me the, hold on. For some reason, that does not want to fit in there. That end does. I know what you're thinking. They're the same on each end, but for some reason, this just might be a defect. It's got a little lip right there, but that's not going in there. So we'll use this end. All right. Maybe it's because they don't want you torquing it down too hard. All right, that fits. All right, that goes in there pretty easy. Second one on. All right. Nice and snug. Okay. So that is the mounting part. So now what we have to do is we have to put the actual pack holder on the mount. So that's what these 4 holes are for, okay? So, looking at this, and looking at this here, I'm gonna assume when you twist it, it twists this way. So I'm gonna assume that you put it on like that. It's just a guess, I didn't read the instructions. But the first thing we gotta do is we have to mount this on here. Okay, so this is just 2 bolts here. You can tell because there's only 2. The other ones are, they have these round heads on here with the square base, so those fit right into the square base on here. So you can't mess that up. Okay. They gave you 4 washers, so I'm assuming that this doesn't need a washer. They didn't give me anything to tighten these down either, so I gotta find a socket for this. All right, let me get a socket for this. Let's see, they just twist right in there. Just gotta tighten it down. All right. All right. Tighten those down. That's not going anywhere. All right, so when mounting the pack mount to the tank mount, you have to keep in mind which orientation you want your taking. So I'm gonna mount mine like this, because as you can see here, it's a horizontal slot. So I want this to be horizontal because I'm gonna mount it like this. So let's get this mounted. All right, so that is mounted. Let's put the tank on there, see how it looks. So this is just gonna slide on here. Ooh. Okay, it's a tight fit. That's my suction cup cover. All right. So that is on there. And then I believe you just tighten this down. Don't really. All right, give me a second. All right, so when mounting the tank to the pack mount, you're gonna push it through, all right? And then you're gonna see these little dimples here. So the DLX one has those indents I was talking about. So you're gonna spin this and then slide it over those dimples there till it locks in. Then you can tighten it down and you can hear it clicking. So that's going to prevent it from vibrating loose, listen. So it locks in there, a couple twists. That should be good enough. All right, so not too shabby. We're gonna mount this, but first, let's get the second one done. Boom. All right, let's get it mounted. So I didn't record mounting them to the car. I mean, it's very simple. If you have Seasuckers, you know, you just press them down, you push these little plungers. So if I lift it, you just push it down here and then pump this until the orange band goes away. So that is on there. Clean the glass before you do it, just to get rid of some particles. One thing I did notice is that I wanted them mounted so that the caps were to the outside on both sides. So they're different here. So as you can see here, this one is sitting on top here. This one is down. So these aren't the same. So it's not a big deal, but just keep in mind, because I was like trying to center it, I was like trying to line it up with this. I'm like, why is it touching here, but it's not touching here? It's because they're the same, or they're opposite Same on the same side. So if I flipped it over, I'd be able to mount that. Not a big deal, but I was just trying to center it in there. Yeah, I'm all for it. Looks ridiculous, overlanding. You know, I got my little axe here too. So this just fits right in there. I'm probably gonna get some traction boards, maybe mount them to the side here, or I got a little circle here. I tried mounting the tanks here. It does work. So I'm waiting on some traction boards. So maybe I'll put the traction boards where the tanks are and then put the gas tanks there. But those haven't come in yet. So the only thing is just, I mean, like I said, it's really not hard to put on. So it does limit my trunk mobility here. I have some strong struts, so it holds it open. But obviously you're not going to get anything out of there. So you just have to pop these off. But like I said, this is for a long road trip. So I'm planning a road trip out west. Probably not going to use these. I'll fill them. But like I said, it's just something to have as a just in case. If God forbid I get turned around or I'm not near a gas station. I'm not sure if I'm going to have that problem, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'll get 4 gallons out of these two combined. So yeah.